Welcome in on Radio SLCC as well as KSL.com. I'm Zach Hodge, and I'll be bringing you live play-by-play action of Bruin basketball for about the next 4 hours. As we have the women's game up first, and then the men tip off 20 minutes after the women's game ends. Coming into town tonight to take on the Bruins is their bitter rival from Twin Falls, Idaho, the College of Southern Idaho Golden Eagles. The Bruins come in ranked number 15 in the country. CSI comes in ranked number 25 in the country. Both teams coming off big wins on Thursday night. As first off for the Bruins, they pulled away from NIC late to take the victory 73-47 in a dominant second half where they outscored NIC by 18, 39-21. The Bruins on Saturday were led by Rashawn Giltikin, their point guard. She finished with 17 points and 7 boards and 4 assists, as well as 4 steals. She was 7 of 16 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three-point line. Pretty solid night for her out. For the night, the Bruins shot 52% from the field, 37% from the, 42% from the three-point line, and 54% from the stripe. So overall, they shot the ball pretty well on Thursday night, not much to complain about. And then they did a pretty solid job of taking care of the ball as they had 19 assists to only 11 turnovers, and they forced NIC into 22 turnovers and only 11 assists. So really a pretty stellar night for the Bruin offense as well as for the defense. And NIC was able to go down to Snow College on Thursday night, where they knocked off the number 1 team in the conference at that point, who were the Snow College Badgers. Snow was 3-0 in conference, as they had beat the Bruins Saturday before Christmas, but it was CSI beating up on Snow by 9, 61-52. So both teams come in off big wins on Thursday. Looking at the conference, right now we have 3 teams tied at the top, and 2 of them will be right here in Bruin Arena tonight. As the Bruins are 3-1, the Golden Eagles are 3-1, and then Snow College, who fell to the CSI team, is 3-1 as well. So we're almost set for the starting lineups. We will have the national anthem here in just a few moments. But taking a quick look at this CSI team that's coming in here tonight, leading the way for them will be number 31, Holly Blades. She's one of their wings. Pretty solid wing player. She comes in averaging 12.6 points. She's shooting 34% from the three-point line. She shot the three 117 times so far this season. That is tops for either of the teams here in the arena tonight, as the Bruins like to shoot the three quite a bit, but the person that's put it up the most is Shelby Richards, and she's only put it up 72 times. So Holly Blades has put it up a little over 40 more times than the Bruins leading three-point shooter. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you. Welcome back in on radio SLCC and KSL.com. I'm Zach Hodge bringing you live play-by-play action of Bruin basketball here tonight. We have wrapped up the national anthem, and now it is time for the starting lineups. First for the College of Southern Idaho. They come in ranked number 25 in the country. Starting for them tonight will be Denaja Kai. She's a 5'9 freshman guard from Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 24, Rochelle Owens. She's a 5'7 sophomore guard from Carson, California. Number 31, Holly Blades. She's a 5'11 sophomore guard from, a 5'11 sophomore guard from Meridian, Idaho. Number 42, Elizabeth Lopez Segura. She's a 6'1 sophomore forward from Barcelona, Spain. And number 44, Samantha Lubke. She's a 6'1 freshman center from Murray Bridge, Australia. CSI is coached by Randy Rogers. He's assisted by Jason Nichols, Amber McEwen, and the manager is Vanessa Garcia. CSI comes into tonight 12-8 overall on the season, and they are 3-1 in conference play. They are 3-2 on other teams' floors. And now the starting lineups for your Salt Lake Community College Bruins. We have number 3, Rashawn Giltkin. She's a 5'6 sophomore guard from Lund, Sweden. Number 5, Cassidy Whitney. She's a 5'11 sophomore forward from American Fork, Utah. Number 10, Clarissa Saavedra. She's a 5'7 freshman guard from Phoenix, Arizona. Number 11, Shelby Richards. She's a 5'8 freshman guard from Riverton, Utah. And number 32, Tanisha Daniels. She's a 6-foot sophomore forward from Brigham City, Utah. The Bruins are coached by Betsy Specketer. She's assisted by Alicia Harris, Marcelina Grayer, and Jamie Mokafisi. The Bruins come into tonight with a record of 15-4 overall. They are 3-1 in Scenic Western Athletic Conference play. Anyone who knows these two schools know this is the whole team's biggest rivals year in and year out. Neither team likes to lose to the other. As we are almost set to get underway, the Bruins will have Cassidy Whitney at the center, tipping for him, and CSI will have Samantha Lubke. The ball is in the air. We are underway, and Lubke wins the tip back to Kai for CSI. Kai running the point with Giltkin on her. She goes to the left wing to Blades. Blades with Saavedra on her. Goes to the high post to Lubke. Lubke with Whitney on her. Looks to go to work. Goes right to the rim. Puts it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. And Cassidy Whitney pulls down the board. She pushes ahead to Saavedra. Saavedra out on the break. Finishes with the right hand, and the Bruins strike first. Up 2-0. Great outlet pass there by Cassidy Whitney, leading to the layup for Clarissa Saavedra. Kai running the point for CSI. Kai's going to Blades on the right wing. It's tipped out of bounds by Saavedra. CSI retains possession on the sideline. Kai to put it in play. Gets it into Owens. Owens with Richards on her. Goes to the high post to Lopez Segura. She puts it up from 15, hard off the iron, no good, and Richards grabs the board. Giltkin brings it into the front court. Goes to Richards. CSI in a man-to-man. Both teams come out in man-to-man. Oh, and a great back up from Cassidy Whitney. Great pass by Clarissa Saavedra. The Bruins go up 4-0, 18:52 left here in the first half. Owens with it on the right wing. Being harassed by Richards. Owens almost loses it. She gets it back. Richards still on it. Now Lopez Segura looking inside. Goes to the right wing to Blades. Blades tries taking the baseline. It's tipped out of her hands from behind by Saavedra. CSI to inbound on the baseline with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kai to put it in play. Throws it up over the top. And now Lopez Segura at the high post looks to drive, but we're going to get a shot clock violation. She's unable to get the shot off. The Bruins take over as the Bruins have come out with some stellar defense. Now a little full court. Man-to-man pressure being applied by CSI. And they take it away from Gilpin. Blades comes away with it. Gives it to Owens. Owens looks to go to the rim. Pulls up from 12. It's short. The board falls to Gilpin, who loses it. Saavedra grabs it. Now she slows it down. Richards looks to penetrate. Stops. Tries getting it to Gilpin, who cut back door, but it's taken away by Kai. CSI out on the break, and Lopez Segura lays it in with the left hand for their first 2 of the night. Good defense there by CSI, forcing the turnover. Bruins lead cut in half. Gilpin with Owens on her on the right wing. Now Saavedra looking to drive, gets cut off. She gives it to Gilpin. Gilpin penetrates, puts it up with the left hand and gets it to go. Good shot by Rao. Her first 2 of the night. Bruins up 6-2. Kai running the show, looks to drive down the lane, forces it up, no good, and she's called for the travel. Looking to draw the foul on Gilpin, no call for her. Bruins take over, still full court. Pressure being applied by CSI. Gilpin goes cross court to Saavedra. Saavedra looking to make something happen, gets it to Richards on the left wing. She takes the baseline, forces it up with the right hand. It's no good. Lopez Segura with the board for CSI. Kai with it into the front court. Gets it to Lubke. Now to Owens on the right wing. Up top to Lopez Segura. She's looking inside to Lubke. She penetrates. Pulls up from 10, and it's good. As Daniels falls on the drive, allows the easy 10-footer from Lopez Segura. Bruins into the half-court offense. Richards gets it to Daniels at the right elbow. Now to Gilpin. Gilpin down the lane, kicks in the corner to Saavedra. 3 on the way. It's good. Clarissa Saavedra has 5. Gilpin with a great pass as she's able to get into the lane. Now we're going to get a foul on the other end. Called on Daniels for a block. As Dinaj Kai able to get in the lane. The foul on Daniels is her first personal, first team foul. Kai's first free throw is good. Subs for both teams as Elsa Paulson Glantz checks in for the first time for the Bruins as Richards checks out. And number 10, Mackenzie Van Sickle checks in for CSI for the first time as Owens checks out. Kai goes 2 for 2. Bruins up 3, 9-6. Gilpin crosses the timeline. The double team comes, but she's able to get it to Whitney. Bruins with it. Gilpin gets it to Whitney. Whitney looks to penetrate. Goes right at Lopez Segura. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. And Lubke grabs the board for CSI. Van Sickle looks to push ahead. She pushes it to Blades, and Blades tries to jump stop. But she slides and drags her feet. No fault to her. Just slips on the play. Traveling called. Turnover CSI. Gilpin with it into the front court. Van Sickle's on her. Paulson Glantz goes back door, but it's taken away by Lubke. Van Sickle into the front court. Looking for a 3. She puts it up. It's off the rim. No good. Ty grabbed the board, but it's taken away by Whitney for the Bruins. Cassidy Whitney quickly into the front court. Steps around Van Sickle. Puts it up. No good. But she'll go to the line for 2. We're going to get a blocking foul called on number 10, Mackenzie Van Sickle. Her first personal, first team foul. Stepping to the line for 2 is Cassidy Whitney for the Bruins. Cassidy so far this season shooting 56% from the line. First one is no good. Cassidy set for her second. That one is good. Bruins go up 10-6. 14:45 to go here in the first half. Kai with it into the front court. Double team comes. They swing it around. Blades with it now on the right wing. Blades tries to go to the high post. The low post to Guerrero. It's taken away by Daniels. Daniels gets it up top to Gilkin, and the Bruins set up the offense. Good defense there by the Bruin post player. Daniels with it in the paint, spins, gets into the lane, puts it up to the right hand, no good. Whitney there for the board. She thinks about the putback, now she kicks it out to Paulson Glantz, and Paulson Glantz knocks down the 3. If Elsa can get it going, she can put it up quick. I believe she had 6 threes earlier in the season here inside Bruin Arena. Got hot and just didn't stop shooting. Lopez Segura tries to penetrate, taken away by Paulson Glantz. She pushes ahead to Gilkin. Gilkin going to the rim. Puts it up, no good, but she's going to go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 10, Mackenzie Van Sickle. That'll be her second team foul on CSI. And with that, we've reached our first media timeout with 13:55 to go. Bruins up 7, 13-6 right here on radio. SLCC, your online student source. Welcome back in on radio SLCC as well as KSL.com. I'm Zach Hodge bringing you live play-by-play action of Bruin basketball. 13:55 to go here in the first half. And it's the Bruins women's team up by 7, 13-6. Really some stellar play so far here for the Bruins, led by Clarissa Saavedra. 5 points on 2 of 2 shooting. She's knocked down a 3, grabbed a board, and had 2 assists. A solid start to the night for Clarissa. And at the line 4-2 for the Bruins coming out of the timeout will be Rashawn Giltkin. Giltkin's got 2 points, 1 of 1 from the field. She does have an assist as well. Giltkin's first free throw is around, no good. The Bruins now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. CSI on the other end, 2 for 2. Bruins are 5 of 8 from the field. And now they're 1 for 4 from the line as Rao goes 0 for 2. Coming out of the timeout. Tie with the board. Subs for CSI during the timeout as number 32, Alexa Meafy, checks in for the first time. And it's Blades with the ball for CSI. She goes to the basket, shoots over the top of Saavedra, gets it to go. Other subs for CSI, Will McLean Williams checked in after Van Sickle picked up her second personal. And it's Williams on Gilkin. Gilkin goes into the post to Daniels. Gets it to Paulson Glantz. She'll put up another 3. That one's good. And Paulson Glantz knocked down 2 quick ones. She can't get it going in a hurry. High with the ball for CSI. Running pick and roll with Meafy. Now she gets it up top to Lubke. Lubke to Williams. Now to Blades. Blades goes over the top to Lubke. She pump fakes. Blocked by Cassidy Whitney, and the Bruins look to run. They push it out ahead to Saavedra. It goes off of Saavedra's knee and out of bounds. CSI ball. CSI with the ball, down by 8, 16-8. Kai running the point. Gilpin on her. She tries going in, hands to Williams. Williams goes into the post to Meafy. Gets it to Lubke, cutting to the basket, and she lays it in with the left hand. Great pass there by Alexa Meafy. And she's able to find Lubke cutting to the basket. CSI within 8. Gets it to a, tries going inside to Saavedra. It's taken away by Lubke, and Blades comes out with it. Blades loses the handle, and it falls to Saavedra. For the Bruins into the front court. Gilpin gets it up top to Paulson Glantz to the high post to Whitney. Whitney penetrates, loses it to Daniels. They wave the bucket off. We're going to get a foul called on the floor on number 4. That's Denaja Kai. Her first third team foul on CSI. Sub for the Bruins as Shelby Richards returns. For the first time tonight we see Tara Goldman as Saavedra as well as Daniels checks out. On the inbound, the Bruins get it into Gilpin. She drives right to the high post, knocks down a jumper. Gilpin has 4. Bruins up 10, 20 to 10. Kai with it, looking to drive. Goes right to the bucket and finishes with the right hand. Able to get past Gilpin. Goes right to the basket. Her first, she's got 4 now. Bruin lead cut back to 8 on the other end. Paulson Glantz goes to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. And we're going to get a foul called on the rebound. Called on Tara Goldman. Her first, second team foul. Subs for both teams as Saavedra returns for Gilpin on the Bruin side. And on for CSI, Ruby Shreve checks in for Holly Blades. 10:55 to go. Bruins up 8, 20 to 12. Kai running the point. Goes to Shreve on the left wing. Up top now to Williams. Williams looks to penetrate, loses the handle, and just loses it out of bounds. Turnover, Bruins take over. Good defense there by Paulson Glantz. Not letting her turn the corner. Saavedra with it into the front court. Goes to the right wing to Paulson Glantz. She tries going into the post to Goldman. Goldman's double teamed. We're going to get our first jump ball of the night as Goldman and Lubke get tied up. The arrow gives it to the Bruins. They'll inbound on the baseline. Saavedra to inbound. Gets it to a cutting Richards. She pulls up from 10 and gets it to go. Saavedra just about gets a 5 count called on her. Richards cuts to her and able to knock down the jumper. CSI with it. Shreve with Paulson Glantz on her. She gets it to a cutting Meafy. She goes right to the basket, puts it up, no good. Lubke pulls down the offensive board. She puts it up, no good. But she'll go to the line for 2. Foul called on number 5, Cassidy Whitney. Her first personal. Third team foul on the Bruins. At the line for 2 is number 44, Samantha Lubke. The lefty's first one is hard off the back of the iron, no good. Subs for the Bruins as Gilpin returns for Paulson Glantz. And Carolyn Lantner checks in for Cassidy Whitney. Lubke set for her second. She knocks that one down. Bruins up 9, 22-13, 10:05 to go. Saavedra on the right wing. Gets it to Richards in the corner. Richards looking to drive, gets into the lane. She goes up for the layup. He gets grabbed by Golden Eagle. They call it jump ball. Good call there. Good defense by CSI. Not letting the Bruins get into the lane like they want to. And it's Meafy running the point for CSI. Able to get inside. Tries going inside the Lubke. It falls to Shreve. Shreve's 15-footer no good. Bruins with the board. Gilkin into the front court. Looks to drive, gets into the paint, and she's going to get called for the travel. Gone to the paint, picked up her dribble, and shuffled her feet. CSI takes over. Neefy running the point. Gilkin on her. She gets into the lane, puts it up with the right hand, no good. But we're going to get an offensive foul called on Neefy, as it was Tara Goldman who stepped in and took the charge. First foul called on Neefy. 14th foul on CSI. And now some full court pressure again applied by CSI. The Bruins get it in and the Golden Eagles back off. Sabedra running the point. CSI still in their man-to-man. Both teams played all man-to-man here in the first half. Richards gets it to Goldman. Up top to Sabedra. Wide open. She'll put up a three. She knocks it down. As the Bruins are just shooting lights out here in the first half. 71% from the field. 100% from the three-point line. As they are 4 for 4 from the three-point line. CSI 0 for 2. The Bruins are 10 for 14 from the field for 71%. On the CSI side, they are 5 for 13 for 38%. So the Bruins are just, if they get left open, they're just knocking it down. And there have been some tough shots they've had that they've knocked down. We've had a timeout taken by CSI. It's only a 30-second timeout. CSI's first timeout. They have 5 left. Taking a look at the stats leading the way for CSI. 2 players with 4 points. As Elizabeth Lopez Segura is 2 for 3 from the field. And then Denajia Kai is 1 for 1 from the field. She's also got 2 free throws for her 4. CSI with it. Subs for CSI as Owens returns. And she has it on the left wing. Sabedra's on her. Tries running pick and roll with Neefy. She loses it and the Bruins come out with it. Sabedra out in the front court in transition. Finishes with the right hand. And the Bruins have been able to pick up those fast, easy transition points and have really led to them to have the momentum here in the first half. CSI turns it over again. Richards with it. Richards going to the rim, puts it up, no good. But she's fouled by Ruby Shreve. That'll be her first 15th foul. As another turnover by CSI leads to another Bruin fast break. As the Bruins already have 11 assists. First free throw by Richards is good, as CSI has 10 turnovers already. Subs for CSI is Maddie Ventling checks in for Ruby Shreve. Richards set for her second. She goes 2 for 2. And the Bruins go up 28-14. Kai with it into the front court, goes right to the rim, puts it up, no good. Battle for the board, and it's Lipke who comes out with it. She kicks it out to Neefy, and now Owens with it. They go in the corner to Kai, and Kai's shot, it looked like it hit the back of the backboard. No called, and Owens knocks down a 3. That looked like it hit the bar on the back side of the backboard. Kai's free. A 3-pointer. I believe it was blocked partially by the Bruins. The Bruins with it now. Sabedra loses it. CSI comes out with it. And we're going to get a blocking foul called on Goldman. That'll be her first. 14th foul on the Bruins. Subs for the Bruins as Daniels and Whitney return as Goldman and Lattner check out. And it's Kai running the point for the Golden Eagles. Gets it to Owens on the right wing. Owens just knocked down the 3. Cut the Bruin lead to 13, 29-16. Kai with Sabedra on her, and Sabedra just takes it away. Excuse me, Owens had it taken away by Sabedra. Now the Bruins slow it down. Gilkin with it up top. And we're going to get a reach-in foul called on Maddie Ventling. 30 feet from the basket, not a good foul there. That's Ventling's first. 16th foul, so the Bruins will be in the bonus for the next foul. CSI gets it into Whitney. Whitney drives on Meafy, goes to the basket, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Boards grabbed by Ventling for CSI. They push ahead to Owens. Owens double team by Gilpkin. They kick it out to Ventling, 3 on the way. It's around and she gets a roll. Good shot by Maddie Ventling, cutting the Bruin lead to 10, 29-19, 6:43 to go. Gilpkin penetrates, kicks it in the corner to Saavedra, looking to answer the 3, and she does. Larissa Saavedra has 10. Bruins up 32-19. Excuse me, she has 13. CSI with it. Ventling on the left wing with Richards on her. Runs pick and roll with Meafy, and she just loses the handle, but it falls right to Owens. No one there. She puts it up. No good. Board grab by Meafy, and she lays it in. She lost the handle, and all the Bruins just kind of looked around. Everyone expected one of them to grab it, and it's Owens who snags it. Leads to the Meafy bucket. Bruins with it. Saavedra into the paint. In the corner to Gilpkin. Now to Richards. Her 3 from the left wing is good. And the Bruins are in fuego from the 3-point line. They get 6 for 6 from the 3-point line. And it's Owens with it on the right wing. Bruins up 14, 35-21. Owens trying to run pick and roll with Meafy. Gets it to Kai. Kai with Saavedra on her. Goes in the corner to Ventling. To the high post to Lubke. Lubke looking to drive. Puts it up with the left hand. No good. Whitney with the board for the Bruins. Cassidy Whitney running the point. Gets into the lane. Puts it up. No good. Should go to the line for 2. The foul's going to be called on number 4. Denaja Kai. It'll be her second. 17th foul on CSI. But when we come back, it will be Cassidy Whitney at the line for 2. Bruins up 35-21 on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. Bruins up 35-21, 5:10 to go here in the first half. At the line for 2 will be Cassidy Whitney. Cassidy so far tonight 1 of 2 from the line. She's 2 of 4 from the field. She's got 5 points, but she does have 4 rebounds and 2 assists to go with them. Cassidy's first one is up and good. Subs for the Bruins during the timeout as Elsa Paulson-Glantz returned, as did Tara Goldman. And for CSI, Holly Blades checks back in, as does Lopez Segura. Cassidy Whitney goes 2 for 2. Bruins go up 37-21. Kai with it. Up top to Lubke. Gets it to Ventling on the left wing. Now to Blades. Blades with Paulson-Glantz on her. Her pass to Ventling almost gets tipped away, but she gets it to Ventling. 3 on the way, no good. Goldman with the board for the Bruins. Goldman dribbling it. Gets it to Cassidy Whitney. She crosses the timeline. Whitney slows it down. Goes in the corner to Goldman. Goldman will put up a long jumper, and she knocks it down. It's a long two. Good on the line. Goldman with her first two of the night puts the Bruins up 39-21. Lubke with it up top. Gets it to Blades. Blades spins. Pulls up from 10 and gets it to go. Holly Blades is the scorer from the wing position for CSI. If she gets it going, it can be tough to slow her down. CSI now in a 2-3 zone. First time they've changed defenses tonight. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bruins as they saw the defensive change and the offense wasn't going how Coach Specketer wanted it to go. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. We're also going to get a sub as Giltkin's going to check in for the Bruins. But probably a good move there by head coach Randy Rogers to look to change up the defensive alignment there, try and slow down this Bruin offense that's just hitting on all cylinders tonight. Not much that Bruin coach Betsy Specketer can complain about yet, shooting 74% from the field. But, CSI shooting the ball well. They're 40%, almost 41% from the field. They're 2 of 6 from the three-point line, but the Bruins are shooting 73% from the field, 14 of 19, and they are 6 for 6 from the three-point line to give them their 16-point lead here with 3:56 to go. CSI stays in the 2-3 zone out of the timeout. Saavedra with it. 6 on the shot clock. Gilkin got to make something happen. Gets it to Saavedra. Saavedra goes into the post to Daniels. Gets it off. Can't get it to go. And it's CSI with the board. Kai into the front court. Goes to the left wing to Blades. Goes into the post to Lubke. The double team comes from Whitney. They get it to Lopez Segura. She puts up an air ball. Lubke tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. Bruin basketball. As soon as CSI gets that ball in the post, the double team immediately comes. And they're really being efficient with it here so far tonight. Paulson Glantz with the ball, takes the baseline, kicks it up top to Saavedra. 3 on the way. The first miss of the night for the Bruins, but it falls right to Elsa Paulson Glantz. And she lays it in for 2. She's got 8. Bruins up 41-23. Ventling with it on the right wing, goes cross court to Kai. Kai's going to put up a 3. It looks good. It is good. Denaja Kai knocks down her first 3. She has 7. Bruins up 41-26. Giltkin goes to the high post to Whitney. She crosses over, gets it to Saavedra in the corner. She goes cross court to Paulson Glantz. Her 3's on the way. Short, no good. Board falls right to Cassidy Whitney, and she lays it in. The Bruins able to get 2 putbacks on back-to-back possession. 4 easy points. Bruins up 43-26. Lubke with it in the post. Going to work on Daniels. Spins it in the lane. Puts it up with the left hand. Can't get it to go. And Giltkin pulls down the board for the Bruins. Giltkin quickly gets into the paint. Drops it to Daniels. Now to Giltkin, and they reset the offense. Oh, great pass inside to Whitney. Gets it to Daniels, and she lays it in with the right hand. 2 solid passes there by the Bruins. One by Giltkin and one by Cassidy Whitney that allowed Daniels that easy layup right on the block. Moving the ball so quick, the CSI zone doesn't have time to collapse. Puts the Bruins up 45-26. Timeout taken by CSI. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Bruins up big here in the first half. 1:50 to go on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. He is a student at SLCC. welcome back in on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. Bruins up 45-26, 1:50 to go here inside Bruin Arena. And it's CSI with the ball on the sidelines. Denaja Kai running the point for CSI. Gilkin on her for the Bruins. Bruins still in their man-to-man defense out of the timeout. Ventling on the right wing. Crosses over on Paulsa Glantz. Try going inside. It's taken away by the Bruins. Sabedra in the front court. Slows it down. The Bruins get into their offense. Gilkin penetrates. Drops it to Sabedra. Gets to the high post. Back to Gilkin and they set up the offense. Gilkin goes to the high post to Whitney. Kicks it to the left wing to Paulsa Glantz. 3 on the way. Got it. Elsa Paulsa Glantz has 11. 3 for 4 from the three-point line. Bruins up 48-26. Kai looking to penetrate, gets in the lane, forces it up, no good. Lubke grabs the board, gets at the Blades. Blades 3 on the way. Hard off the iron, no good. Paulsa Glantz with the board for the Bruins. 52 seconds to go here in the first half. Whitney with it to the high post. Left wing to Paulsa Glantz. They go back to the high post, this time to Daniels. Paulsa Glantz, left wing, looking for another one. Got it again. And she throws her arms out and shakes the shoulders. It's just like, yeah, I got it going. She has 14 off the bench. Bruins up 51-26. Ventling on the right wing. Running pick and roll. Gets it to Blades. Blades looking to penetrate. Pulls up from 10. It's hard off the iron. No good. The board's grabbed by Daniels for the Bruins. Shot clock off. 10 seconds to go. Look, Gilpin quickly into the front court. Gets trapped. Goes cross court to Sabedra. 3 seconds. Sabedra pulls up from 15. Puts it up. No good. It falls to Daniels. She puts it up. Count it! It's going all right for the Bruins here in the first half. As Tanisha Daniels flicks it essentially from her knees and banks it in. Great shot there by Daniels. Bruins up 53-26. At the half, no one saw this coming, as the number 15 ranked Bruins are just lights out here in the first half. They're going to finish the half at 69% from the field, going 20 of 29. CSI finishes 10 of 29 for 35%. Bruins are 8 of 10 from the three-point line. Just crazy numbers here in the first half for the Bruin offense. Not much that Coach Speckeder or Coach Harris can complain about. When we come back, we'll have the halftime show for you as well as the second half. And the men's game is set to tip off right here at 5 o'clock. So don't leave us. Live right here on Radio SLCC and KSL.com, your home for the Bruins. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. I'm Zach Hodge, bringing you live play-by-play action of Bruin basketball here today. We are at the half of our first of two games, and it's the Bruins up 53-26 on the College of Southern Idaho. It is the number 15 team in the country, the Bruins, taking on the number 25 team. And there in the first half, it looked like one of the world's biggest mismatches, but it's because the Bruins just could not miss. Looking at the stats, leading the way for the Bruins with 14 points was Elsa Pulsa Glantz coming in off the bench. She's 5 of 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. She also grabbed 5 boards and had 1 block and 1 steal. After her, Clarissa Saavedra had 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting, as she was 3 of 4 from the three-point line. She also grabbed 2 boards and had 4 assists and a steal. As a team, the Bruins finished the first half 20 of 29 from the field for 69%. 8 of 10 from the three-point line for 80%, and 5 of 8 from the free throw line for 62%. On the CSI side, leading the way for them with 7 points is Dinaja Kai. She's 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line. She's also knocked down both of her free throw attempts and has 2 assists. CSI shot 10 of 29 in the first half with 34% from the field. They're 3 of 7 from the three-point line for 42%, and 3 of 4 from the charity stripe for 75%. The Bruins pulled down 18 boards, 4 of them offensively. CSI had 11 boards, 5 of them offensively. The Bruins were able to have 17 assists to only 8 turnovers, compared to only 5 assists for CSI compared to 11 turnovers. So a lot of ground for CSI to make up here in the second half if they want to make this one competitive. And they're going to need some help from the Bruins to cool off on their shooting, as that is probably the best shooting half I've seen from the Bruins in my 5+ seasons doing Bruin play-by-play here inside Bruin Arena. Coming out of the timeout coming out after the half for the Bruins, it will be the starters. It will be Rashawn Giltkin, Cassidy Whitney, Clarissa Saavedra, Shelby Richards, and Tanisha Daniels. For CSI, it is their starters as well: Dinaja Kai, Rachel Owens, Holly Blades, Elizabeth Lopez Segura, and Samantha Lubke. And it's the Bruins who get things going here in the second half.
Good job.
As it is Richards who will put it in play.
Here we go, ladies.
Richards gets it into Gilkin. Owens on her. CSI comes back out in their man-to-man. They go to the high post to Whitney. Whitney works into the paint, puts it up with the left hand, can't get it to go. And Lubke pulls down the board for CSI. Her outlet pass almost stolen by Richards, but it is tipped away and then goes off of Owens and out of bounds. The Bruins take over. Lubke to inbound. Gets it into Saavedra with Blades on her. Saavedra goes to the right wing to Gilkin. Gilkin looks inside, now she backs it off. Looks from pick and roll with Whitney, gets to the right elbow, pushes it up with the right hand, no good. The rebound goes off the hand of Kai and out of bounds. The Bruins to inbound it on the baseline. Fresh shot clock. They get it in quickly to Daniels, then to Gilkin. Now Richards slows it down, gives it to Gilkin on the right wing. Gilkin looks over the top. Now she goes in the corner to Richards. She'll put up a 3. It's long, no good. Gilkin tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. CSI takes over on the sideline. Kai running the point for the Golden Eagles. Gilkin on her. Bruins still in their man-to-man. Owens on the left wing, goes into the post to Lubke. Lubke double teamed by Whitney, but she spins to the baseline and finishes with the left hand. Good shot there by Samantha Lubke. She has 5. Bruins up 53-28. Gilkin with it up top to Whitney on the right wing. They go to the post to Daniels. Daniels gets it to Saavedra. Saavedra looks to penetrate, gets in the lane, kicks it to Richards. Richards from the 10. Puts up the right hand and gets it to go. Shelby Richards has 8. Kai with it. Into the front court for the Golden Eagles. Richards tries to get to the passing lane, but Owens able to haul it in, and then she turns it over as she tries getting it to Lopez Segura. Bruins take over. A little full court pressure being applied by the Golden Eagles now. Gilpkin gets it into Daniels. Back in the corner to Gilpkin. 15-footer on the way, no good. On the rebound, we're going to get a foul call. Called on the Golden Eagles. Called on number 42, Elizabeth Lopez Segura. It's her first personal. And the Bruins inbound on the baseline. Gilpkin gets it into Saavedra up top. Blades is on her. Saavedra goes into the post to Daniels. Gets it to Whitney. Whitney going to work on Lopez Segura. Picks up the dribble and goes up top to Richards. Now to Gilpkin. 14-13 on the shot clock. Gilpkin got to make something happen. Almost stripped by Owens. Now only 4 on the shot clock. She'll put up a quick 3 and gets it to go. Rashawn Gilpkin beats the shot clock. Bruins go up by 30, 58-28, 17:08 to go. Kai gets into the lane, puts it up with the right hand around and gets it to go. Denaja Kai has played pretty well at the point position for CSI tonight. She's been able to penetrate a few times, get into the lane, and cause the Bruin defense a little bit of trouble. Gilpkin with the ball for the Bruins. Pressure turned up by Owens on her. Now she gets it to Daniels, now to Richards up top. Gilpkin resets, 10 on the shot clock. Richards has it knocked out of her hands by Owens, and then out of bounds it goes off of Richards. CSI takes over. We're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by the Bruins. The Bruins are still shooting the ball well here in the second half, keeping their field goal percentage above 60%. They're 22 of 35 from the field, compared to CSI at only 12 for 31 for 38%. The Bruins have really cracked the boards here in the second half, as they've already pulled in 3 more offensive boards here in the second half to up their total to 6. Bruins are 9 of 12 from the three-point line. They've missed 2 and made 1 here in the second half.
Details at MACU.com. Mountain America, proud sponsor of SLCC athletics.
CSI to inbound on the sideline. They get it into Kai. Kai harassed by Gilpkin. Gets knocked out of bounds off of Rao. Kai gets it into the front court. Gilpkin on her. Kai looks to take the baseline, puts it up with the right hand, can't bank it home. It falls to Lubke. Lubke counted the foul. Samantha Lubke able to pull down the board and get the putback. Foul called on Cassidy Whitney. Her second personal foul. First team foul on the Bruins here in the second half. Subs for the Bruins. Elsa Pulsa Glantz checks in for Shelby Richards. Lubke's free throw is off to the right. No good. Pulsa Glantz pulls down the board for the Bruins. Her pass almost taken away. Gilpkin gets it. Now she pushes ahead to Cassidy Whitney. Whitney into the front court. Drops in the corner to Saavedra. Saavedra, big hop step and finishes with the right hand. Clarissa Saavedra. 4-2. Bruins up 60-32. Kai with it to Blades. Now to Owens on the left wing. Owens with Paulson Glantz on her. Back to Blades up top. Blades runs pick and roll with Lopez Segura. Her long 3 up, no good. Cassidy Whitney with the board. Gilpin into the front court. Gets it to a cutting Whitney. Puts it up with the right hand. Counting the foul. Cassidy Whitney running the floor like a big man should. Right down the middle of the floor. Foul is called on number 31, Holly Blades. Her first personal. Second team foul on CSI here in the second half. Subs for CSI as Lopez Segura checks out. As Alexia Meffy checks back in. Whitney at the line. Free throws up, no good. And we're going to get a lane violation called on Kai of CSI. So Whitney will get another shot at it. Cassidy's free throw, she goes 0 for 2. Paulsa Glantz pulls down the board and gets it to Cassidy Whitney. Whitney gets charged for the offensive foul as she crashes into, I believe it was Alexia Meffy. That'll be Whitney's third. Second team foul in the second half on the Bruins. Kai running the point for the Golden Eagles. Gets it up top to Lupke. Lupke has it to Blades. Blades goes into the post to Meffy. Posting up Whitney, and she gets it to go over the top of Whitney. Bruins whip it into the front court. Saavedra running the point. They try going to the high post, and Paulsa Glantz is tipped away by Blades. Whitney gets it back. Giltkin's got it now. 10 seconds left here on the shot clock. Giltkin loses it, gets it back. Now looking to drive. Goes to the rim, puts it up with the left hand, can't get it to go, and Lupke pulls down the board for CSI. Owens quickly into the front court. Going to the rim, kicks it in the corner to Kai. Her three on the way, it's an air ball. And Whitney with the board for the Bruins. Gets it to Paulsa Glantz. Up top to Whitney, setting up the offense. Oh, Gilpin wide open on the backside, but she cut the wrong way, or Paulsa Glantz passed it the wrong way. Turnover by the Bruins. Subs for the Bruins as Caroline Lantner checks in for the first time in the second half, as does Tara Goldman, as Cassidy Whitney and Tanisha Daniels check out. Subs for CSI as Maddie Ventling checks in for Rochelle Owens, excuse me. Kai with it. Gets it to Blades. Blades with Saavedra on her. Blades spins into the lane. Picks up a dribble, gets it to Kai. Kai takes the baseline, goes to the rim, puts it up, and gets it to go with the right hand. Good strong take there by Benijah Kai. She has 11. Bruins with it. Paulsa Glantz on the left wing, up top to Saavedra. Now to Gilpin. Gilpin back to Saavedra. Three on the way. Short, no good. Boards grabbed by Paulsa Glantz. And the Bruins reset with Gilpin. Saavedra goes back door. Gets cut off by Lupke. Works it around. Puts it up with the right hand around. No good. Goldman tips it away from the CSI defenders, though, and we're going to get a foul on CSI as Goldman had it, but she gets bumped out of bounds by Kai. It'll be Kai's third personal, third team foul on CSI, and with that we've reached our first media time out of the second half with the Bruins up 62-36, 13:01 to go here inside Bruin Arena on radio SLCC and KSL.com. Welcome back in on Radio SLCC and KSL.com. 13:01 to go. Bruins up 62-36. Subs for no one coming out of the timeout. The Bedford inbound. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Bruins out of the timeout. That was really solid defense there by CSI, denying the inbound pass.
30 seconds.
It's a 30-second timeout. Excuse me. Never mind, it's a full timeout. Full timeout taken by the Bruins. They have 4 left after that one. We'll stick with it right here. Bruins up 62-36. Here in the second half for the Bruins.
SLCC
Played pretty stinking well as Cassidy Whitney is up her total to 11 points. At the half, she had 9, so she's got 2 more. On 2 more shots, she's also pulled down 4 boards here in the second half. They go along with 2 assists. Bruins have dropped their shooting percentage in the first half. They shot 69%. They're down to 36% here in the second half. And CSI has gone from 34% in the first half to 62% here in the second half. But the Bruins have been able to keep their lead because they've gotten so many more shots off. As here in the second half, the Bruins have 5 offensive rebounds in the first 7 minutes. Still no subs again for either team. Bruins to inbound it. Oh, they get it into Richards, going right to the basket. She lays it in with the right hand. Bruins draw up a play to take advantage of how aggressive the Golden Eagles were being, trying to deny that inbound pass. And it leads to Richards with an easy layup. On the other end, CSI goes right onto the block to Meathy. And she gets fouled. As she spins into the lane, foul's going to be called, I believe, on Carolyn Lantner. It is her first, 3rd team foul on the Bruins. And CSI to inbound on the baseline. Ty gets it into Blades, her 15-footer, no good. Calls a glance at the board for the Bruins. Saavedra hands to Paulsa Glance, now to Richards. Richards to Lantner on the left wing. Tries going inside to Paulsa Glance. It's tipped away by Kai. Pass was just a little bit late. Good defense by Kai. Kai looking to make something happen. Penetrates clear to the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Now goes up top to Ventling. Her three's on the way. It's around, no good. Lantner with the board for the Bruins. Saavedra with it. Ventling on her. CSI still in the man-to-man. They went zone there for about 3 minutes there in the first half. Other than that, it's been straight man-to-man for both teams. Saavedra looking to penetrate, gets in the lane, puts it up with the right hand, no good. So she's going to go to the line for 2. As the foul is called on number 44, Samantha Lubke. Her first personal, 4th team foul. And it will be Clarissa Saavedra at the line for 2. Clarissa so far tonight, 6 of 10 from the field. She has 15 points and she's now 1 for 1 from the free throw line. She's also 3 of 5 from deep. Subs for the Bruins as Giltkin returns for Richards. Saavedra goes 2 for 2. Bruins go back up 30, 66-36. Kai running the point for CSI. They go inside to Meathy. Meathy with Goldman on it. They kick it back out to Kai. 3 on the way, no good. Giltkin with the board for the Bruins. Giltkin out in transition. Goes over the top of Kai to Goldman. Kai blocks it, but goes right back to Goldman. She puts it up, no good. And Lubke grabs the board this time, and she's tied up by Lantner. Arrow gives it to CSI. And it's Kai with it into the front court. Kai gives Giltkin on her. Goes into the post to Blades. Blades, a great seal on Saavedra. Easiest two of the night for Holly Blades. Saavedra with it in the front court. Hands to Gilkin. Gilkin goes to the high post to Goldman. Goldman kicks it to Saavedra in the corner. Saavedra backs it out. Goes to Gilkin. Gilkin over the top to Pulsa, glance. And we're going to get a blocking foul called on the Golden Eagles.
31 tries to post you up.
Foul call on number 44, Samantha Lubke, her second. 15 foul on the Golden Eagles here in the second half.
Shooting number 31. Elsa Paulson Glantz shoots 2 shots.
At the line for 2. It will be Elsa Paulson Glantz. So far tonight, she has 14 points. The first free throw is no good. Subs for the Bruins as Richards checks in for Saavedra. Paulson glances 4 of 5 from the three-point line, 5 of 7 overall from the field. She also has 9 boards. As Cassidy Whitney already on the board with a double-double, 11 points and 10 boards. And Paulson Glantz 1 board away from her. Golden Eagles with it into the front court. Kai with Gilkin on her. She spins, gets into the lane, puts it up, no good, but she'll go to the line for 2. Good spin move there by Denasia Kai. Foul called on Shelby Richards. Her first personal, 4th team foul on the Bruins. And it will be Denasia Kai at the line. Kai so far tonight has 11 points, make it 12. She's now 3 for 3 from the line. Subs for the Bruins as Daniels returns for Lantner. And for CSI, Van Sickle checks in for Ventling. And I believe it's number 12, Katie Hughes, checks in for Lubke. It is Hughes. Just couldn't quite see her number. Kai goes 2 for 2. The Bruins just throw it away. Gilkin tries to go over the top to Daniels, but Hughes tips it away. They get it straight into Van Sickle, and she knocks down a 3. Bruin lead cut to 67-43. Gilkin with Van Sickle on her, runs some pick and roll. Gilkin crosses over. And then knocked down by Meafy as Meafy tried to reach in and take it away. It'll be her second. 16 foul on CSI, so the Bruins will be in the bonus from here on out. Subs for the Bruins as Saavedra is going to check in for Gilkin. Bruins get it in. Paulson Glantz with it on the left wing. Goes to the high post to Richards. And we're going to get a foul called on CSI. Foul called on Van Sickle for the hold. It's her third. 7th team foul. So at the line for the 1-and-1 will be Shelby Richards.
At the line shooting 1-and-1, number 11, Shelby Richards.
Richards' free throw is good, so she earns the second. Pushes the Bruin lead back to 68-43, back to 25. Richards goes 2 for 2 as she gets the roll on the second. And it's Kai running the point for CSI. Richards on her. Kai able to penetrate with the left hand, forces it up, no good. We're going to get a foul called on Daniels. On the shot. It's her second, or excuse me, it is her second, 5th personal on the Bruins. So Kai at the line for 2. She just went 2 for 2. Misses the first one.
Here we go, Light. Get the third.
Kai set for her second. She goes 1 for 2. Now we're going to get some full court press put on by CSI. Meafy at the point of it. They get it into Paulson Glantz. She's immediately double teamed, almost turns it over. And now she's fouled in the, oh no, they get her for a travel. As she's trying to go over the top to Daniel, she must have shuffled her feet. Turnover by the Bruins.
Let's go!
CSI to take over right in front of their bench. Bruins up 69-44 with 9:42 left. Van Sickle gets it into Kai. They go to Blades on the left wing. Back up top to Kai. Kai pump fakes the three, penetrates to the 10-foot line and finishes it. The full court press right back on by CSI. Richards tries breaking it with the dribble. Luckily, it falls right to Goldman. And then the Bruins turn it over. Richards loses it a second time, and it's Blades with it. Blades into the front court, goes right to the rim, and finishes the right hand, counting the foul. As the CSI press is giving the Bruins problems. Foul called on number 31. That's Elsa Paulson Glantz. That's her first 16 foul on the Bruins. We'll get a timeout taken by the Bruins. Got to figure out this press. Subs for the Bruins as Cassidy Whitney is going to return, as will Rashawn Gilkin. After the timeout, Bruins up 69-48 right here on radio, SLCC and KSL.com. Welcome back in on radio SLCC and KSL.com. Bruins up 69-48, 9:13 to go. And it's Holly Blades at the line for her and one. She finished at the rim with her right hand right before the timeout taken by the Bruins. She can't convert on the free throw. Board's pulled down by Cassidy Whitney. Cassidy into the front court, stops 10 feet away. It gets tipped as she shoots it, and CSI grabs the board. Kai with it, gets it to Van Sickle. Her three's on the way, and she got it. Mackenzie Van Sickle. She can shoot the ball, knock down two quick threes here in the second half. And then she knocks it away from Gilkin. Bruins to inbound right in front of their own bench. They get it into Whitney. Whitney hands to Gilkin. Now to Paulson Glantz. Go to the right wing to Saavedra. Saavedra gets it to a cutting Paulson Glantz, but it's taken away by the CSI defense. Blades pulls up from 10. It's short, no good, and Saavedra grabs the board for the Bruins. Saavedra stops in the paint, picks up her dribble, gets stripped from behind by Blades, and now Gilkin sets up the offense. Paulson Glantz sprained her ankle or did something there, definitely walking around gingerly. She tries cutting to the basket, doesn't go well, definite pain on her face. Saavedra with it, a great pass by Saavedra to Daniels, who is going to be wide open, but we're going to get a foul called on the pass. Foul is called on number 12, Katie Hughes. That'll be her first 8th team foul on CSI. So Clarissa Saavedra will step to the line for the 1-and-1. Paulson Glantz, who just checked out of the game, walks down, definitely gingerly on her ankle. Subs for CSI as well, as Neefy checks out, as Lipke checks in. Saavedra's free throw is hard off the iron, no good. The rebound falls to Whitney, and she kicks it to Saavedra. The Bruins have it now. Saavedra on the right wing. In the corner to Whitney. Whitney goes up top to Gilkin. She sets it up. Gilkin almost stripped by Blades. Saavedra gets it. 7 on the shot clock. Saavedra kicks in the corner to Gilkin. 3 on the way. No good, but she's fouled on the shot by Lubke. Not a good foul. Step into the line for 3 will be Rashawn Gilkin. It's Lubke's 3rd, 9th team foul on CSI. So the Bruins in the double bonus after that one. Gilkin's first free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Puts the Bruins back up by 20, 71-51. Lead's been as big as 30. Third free throw is good. Rao goes 3 for 3. Bruins up 72-51. 6:28 to go. Kai running the point. Stopped by Gilkin. Now she gets into the paint, forces it up with the right hand, and gets it to go. Dinaja Kai has 18. Gilkin running the point. Van Sickle on her. Gilkin almost loses it, gets it back. Whitney has it now. Drives past Hughes. A great bounce pass to Daniels, and she finishes with the right hand. Bruins up 74-53. Van Sickle passes it baseline to Blades. 3 on the way, no good. Richards had the board. It goes right to Hughes, and we're going to get a foul called on the Bruins. It's on Richards. It's her second, 7th team foul. So at the line for the 1-and-1 will be Katie Hughes for CSI. Hughes, a 5'9" guard from Filler, Idaho. Free throw is up and good, so she earns the second. Hughes' second is around and good. She goes for 2 for 2. And now the press is back on by CSI. The Bruins get it into Saavedra. Blades on her. The double team comes from Van Sickle, and they get it to Gilkin. Gilkin crosses the timeline. And now to Whitney. Whitney with Saavedra with it. Now Richards has it. Richards, drive past Kai. Pulls up from 15 and gets it to go from the right elbow. Richards has 12. Bruins up 76-51. Van Sickle with it. Goes into the post to Lubke. Lubke's pass tipped away by Saavedra, and Clarissa comes out with it. They push ahead to Whitney. Whitney going right to the rim, puts it up with the right hand and gets it to go. Whitney has 12. Bruins up 78-55, 5:35 to go. Kai looking to go into the post to Blades. And the Bruins take it away. Daniels comes out with it. Gilkin with it. Now to Richards. Richards double team. Gets it to Gilkin. Gilkin penetrates. Goes to the rim. Puts it up. No good. The board's grabbed by Kai. CSI tries to get out in transition. Pushing it ahead to Van Sickle. It's tipped out of bounds by Saavedra.
No, you're staying man here. You're 50. You're man.
And CSI will inbound on the baseline.
Get this play. Slip it.
Kai gets it into a cutting Blades. Her 10-footer around, no good. And Whitney grabs the board for the Bruins. They push it quickly ahead to Saavedra. Saavedra gets into the lane, drops it off to Daniels, and Daniels finishes it with the right hand. Daniels has 8. Bruins up 80-55. Kai with it. Goes to Lubke, now to Van Sickle. Van Sickle, who's knocked down a few threes, puts up another one. That one's short. And it's Whitney with the board for the Bruins. Whitney trying to push it quickly ahead, gets fouled by Hughes for CSI. That'll put Cassidy at the line for 2. We're going to get subs for both teams.
White, you're in 3.
Number 5, Cassidy Whitney.
You have 4.
2 shots.
At the line for 2 is Cassidy Whitney. First one is up, around, no good. Subs for the Bruins is Elsa Paulson Glantz checks in for Saavedra, and for CSI, Mariah Bankhead checks in for the first time, and Owens returns. Whitney goes 1 for 2. Subs now for CSI as Meffy checks in for Kai. Meffy running the point for CSI into the front court.
Good. There you go.
Gets it to Hughes. Now to Owens on the right wing. They go up top to Blades. Blades looking to penetrate. Tries to drop it off to Hughes. It's tipped by the Bruins and Gilpkin comes out with it. They push ahead to Richards. Richard goes to the rim, puts it up, no good. Whitney's there for the board. Pump fake. Gets it to Richards. And she travels. Turnover by the Bruins with 4:01 to go. And they're up 81-55. Meffy running the point. Gilkiana goes to Hughes. Hughes looks to penetrate. Puts it up with the right hand. No good. Board's grabbed by Whitney. And we're going to get a foul called on the rebound. On number 12, that's Katie Hughes. That is her 3rd. And the Bruins are already in the double bonus.
Coming to the free throw line for the Bruins. Number 5, Cassidy Whitney. Shooting 2 shots in the double bonus.
Whitney at the line for 2. First one is up, around, no good. Subs for both teams. As number 33, Ashlyn Smith checks in for the first time for the Bruins as Daniels checks out. And for CSI, number 21, McLean Williams returns for Katie Hughes. Whitney misses the second. And it's Williams with it, quickly into the front court for CSI. Owens thinks about the 3, steps up for an 18-footer. It's no good. Blades is there for the board. She puts it up and gets the roll. Holly Blades gets the putback. She has 10. Whitney for the Bruins picks up her dribble right in the corner, gets it to Gilpkin. They go inside to Smith, cutting to the basket. She gets blocked from behind by Bankhead. And the Bruins will inbound on the baseline. Gilpkin to inbound. Gets it into Smith, but we're going to get a 5-second called before she's able to get it in. CSI's been pretty solid there on those inbound plays on the baseline. Done a good job of denying the Bruins the inbounds, the easy inbounds passes. CSI on the other end misses a 3. They get the board, then Blades misses a 15-footer. And the Bruins clear it. Gilpkin thinks about the 3. Kicks it in the corner. 18-footer from Richards is good. Bruins go up 83-57.
Get a stop, boy, let's go.
As Owens brings it into the front court for CSI. Meeky goes to Blades on the right wing. Blades takes the baseline, goes to the rim, puts it up and gets it to go with the right hand. Richards crosses the timeline, gets it to Gilkin. To Whitney, cutting to the basket. She pump fakes, goes up, and it's knocked away by Bankhead. The Bruins come out with it on the other end. Meafy going to the bucket, puts it up, no good. And we're going to get a foul called on Whitney of the Bruins. Reaching in on Rochelle Owens. Will be Owens stepping to the line for the 1-and-1. Subs for the Bruins as Gilkin and Richards check out as Saavedra returns, and for the first time tonight we see Rachel Vandertulen. Owens' first free throw is no good. Vandertulen grabs it, gets it to Saavedra. Saavedra with it into the front court. Hands to Vandertulen. They get it to cutting. Paulson Bryant going back door. And she lays it in. Bruins go up 85-59. 1:40 to go. CSI goes into the post to Bankhead. She spins to the baseline, puts it up with the right hand, no good. And Vandertulen grabs the board. Whitney with it for the Bruins. They swing it to Paulson Glantz on the right wing. He goes cross court to Whitney. Whitney a three on the way around, no good. The board goes off of Smith and out of bounds with the Bruins. CSI ball. Subs for the Bruins as Lantner checks in for Whitney.
Hey, we have to get a stop. Let's go.
And Williams pushes ahead quickly to Bankhead for CSI. They get it back to Williams and now to Owens. Williams going to put up a long three. It's short. Owens with the board. Spins it up with the right hand. No good. And now the board is grabbed by both Lantner and Meafy. The arrow gives it to the Bruins. And they're up 85-59. The Bruins are going to come away with this big win in conference play. These two teams are set to meet each other two more times later in the season. Once in Twin Falls and the other time right back here inside Bruin Arena. That's the Bruins. 38 on the shot clock. Paulson Glantz cuts to the basket. Misses the layup. CSI quickly into the front court. Owens. Drops it to Williams. Williams shuffles her feet. We're going to get a traveling violation called on McLean Williams, and the shot clock is off. CSI still with the full court pressure. Saavedra gets it cross court to Paulson Glantz across the timeline. Now the Bruins can just run out the clock. Saavedra with it up top. Owens on her. Saavedra in the corner, looks to penetrate, backs it out. These two teams will play each other on January 29th in CSI, on the campus of CSI, and then they will be back right here in February on the 19th, back inside Bruin Arena, as it will be the last homestand for the Bruins of the season, as they will play that Thursday against CSI, and then on Saturday they will take on NIC to close out the season. Big win for the Bruins as they pull away and pick up the victory 85-59 here in the first game of our doubleheader. The men will tip off here in about 20 minutes, so right at about 5 o'clock, as this is the best performance I've seen from the Bruins women's team in a long, long time. The way they shot the ball was really impressive as the Bruins finish with, as I pull it up quickly, finish with 6 players in double figures, 5 players in double figures, as it is Gilkin, Whitney, Saavedra, and Richards all finish in double figures, and then Paulson Glantz coming in off the bench finishes with 17. 3 players with 17 lead the way, with Richards, Saavedra, and Paulson Lyons all finish with 17. Only player for the Bruins tonight with the double-double, it is Cassidy Whitney, as she finishes with 14 points and 16 rebounds. 10 of them defensively. She also had 6 assists to go along with her 4 personal fouls. So really a solid night all around for the Bruins. For CSI, really not a bad